Hiya, this is a video to explain how I've routed a wiring loom to install a 3-litre H6 Subaru Outback engine in the back of my 1989 VW Caravelle. I've done the video in 3 parts. The first part covers working out how to fit it so that I still can use my rear seat, and also the way I set the van up for camping. The next bits show basically routing the loom through the van, and the third video shows how I protected it and secured it into place. Right, so that's my loom installation there, removed from the van. That's the key for the immobiliser, and then the loom that goes through to the engine. This is what was built for me. So again, you've got the key with the whole barrel there, which I might remove actually, because although obviously the barrel keeps the key in place, you don't really need all that. I might remove it, we'll see. Then again, got the fuel pump relay this time, which is going to hopefully be brilliant, because I must admit my installation meant the fuel pump was running whenever the ignition was on. Main relay, immobiliser. These are the main fuses, so he's got a lot less fuses than I was running. Then these are the so you've got the OBD2, the so I think it's select monitor, again a Subaru diagnostic. This is to put the front loom in, which is cool. So I know I can make a better job, because I did want that quick release, so that's good. Then I don't know what that bit's doing. That's obviously something to do with the gearbox though, where it's heading. These are the resistors for making the gearbox work with, hopefully, spoof it. These two here are the test mode bits. And you've got the loom running all the way forward to the engine compartment. And the various bits with new connectors on. And he's labelled that up so I can fit these in. So hopefully I can put this back in a similar footprint to how it was before, because obviously now I've got 2 control units, one for the engine, one for the gearbox. That means I'm a bit tighter for space, but hopefully the loom looks approximately the same length. It will still fit where I had it before without having to cut another body hole, which I don't really want to do. And I'm going to try and, a bit of a miracle really, try and get the gasket off there and put it on here if I can. So previously what I'd done is, this metal or aluminium plate is standard VW, and to which I, as you can see, I bolted the ECU through, which in turn allowed me to mount it all solidly to the van. Can't remember what that was on there for. So basically I went in to do a similar sort of thing, try and avoid drilling too many holes in the plate, but this is quite a sturdy mount and gets the ECU in a place where it's actually practical to install. So I thought I'd show you what I've done. I've mounted a few bits underneath to keep the top free. I think what I'm going to end up doing is extending that out, because we've got a bit of room to the leg. I might have to change my storage box situation. I might get the boxes into the van and see how we look with that, because obviously from the dents in the carpet I can see where the legs were, so legs for the seats, and then I can work out from the boxes how it all fits. But what I've got to do is take this off the thing anyhow, so I'll do that now. Right, there we are, we're virtually back to factory standard now. So that's the plate. Obviously you can see the holes are actually drilled in it for my installation. I haven't screwed it in, it's just in place temporarily. Now I'm going to try the new loom in the same location, see how I fit for clearance of the boxes. So this is basically what I'm left with inside. So one thing I have to do is run the fuel pump wire back from this one back through that hole as well, so I mustn't forget that before I start to wrap it. I think the challenge now is to work out how the hell fit all this. I mean, this I'd want to detangle it obviously, but thinking something like that. that may be bent down. Cut that off. And that way, these things here to fix through to the board, which again, like before, I'll fix up through the bottom of it. May just use self-tappers this time into the MDF, short self-tappers. Ideally I would like the loom to tuck in more. OBD seems to have worked its way over this side at this time. I don't want to mount these properly, obviously, so they're straight, so that seems to be the natural position wants to flow. Do I want to do it so it's there at the front and the wire goes around the back? That's really what it wants to do that. So I put there, and then the wire somewhere over. So I need to work out how far over I can put the board between my boxes and the leg. So the leg is basically to there, and same with there to there. So the loom's going to have to tuck behind the leg. So didn't think that fully through. So I think the next step is to get my boxes in. See where we sit. Here it is with the boxes installed for the when I'm camping. So the platform runs across there and onto the engine platform in the back, but obviously the backrests aren't in the van at that time, but don't need that for this purpose. So what I wanted to do was just see how much space that leaves me if I use these same things again for my ECU, which as you can see isn't very much. In fact, it's tighter than I remembered. Down the back there, I've got to be careful where I route the loom, obviously. It's going to be tight, so what I might do is, from a bit of a play there, I might end up with the ECU and the gearbox control unit being side by side, one there and one there, as opposed to one there and one there. That should, in theory, make it a narrower installation that won't interfere with my camping setup. But what I do need to remember, of course, is because the seat goes to only just in front of that piece of trim, so if I do it too far forward, then I'll be an idiot because it will stick out the front of the trim for the seat and it will look stupid. So again, it's what's going to work out the best. So I'm going to have a bit of a play and we'll see how we go. Alright, to better mount the gearbox control unit, I've removed the base plate. It's held on just by 4 screws. I've disconnected it as well because the intention is that I'm going to drill off the spot welds and basically mount it, hopefully mount it through the corners onto the board. That way I've hopefully avoid getting all sorts of crap in it, as well as vibrating it to death.